What? Who are you?
I'm here to avenge all the innocent people you've hurt.
Somebody help! Get him! Get him!
It looks like you chose the wrong party to crash.
My business is with Echigoya. Step aside, or I will have to kill you.
Carl and Damon here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhbl.com for short, and we are doing a flashback episode to Tenchu, Stealth Assassins from the PlayStation 1, developed by Acquire and published by Sony in Japan and Activision in North America and Europe in 1998. Tenchu uses stealth gameplay and is set in feudal Japan. It is one of the first ninja games to incorporate stealth, a crucial aspect of ninjutsu. In addition to featuring traditional martial arts in battles, the game incorporates elements of historical fantasy and Japanese mythology. Damon, love this game. Got a lot of love for this game.
So do I. I mean, I've got a lot of love, but I've got some negative things too, obviously.
Of course. Of course we do. It's not perfect, but I hold this game in high regard. So get us started with something you like then.
Okay. Okay, so the weapons.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of variety in the weapons and rice and literally. I mean, it's like 20 different items you can use.
Oh, the items you mean? Yeah, the items.
Yeah.
Weapons. They use one weapon only. Rikamaru uses a sword. Ayama uses the daggers.
Yeah, like all the items you can gather from games.
Yeah, I like that you kind of had to do a limited thing and take certain things with you on the mission that you could use. I think all of us predominantly used fucking poison rice. Who was using the coloured rice to mark where they had been? Who was ever using that?
Never.
The levels weren't big enough for that to fucking matter, you know? No, I agree. It's a cool aspect. Love the stealth aspect. So for me at the time, if you remember, it would have been you as well. Our only experience with stealth games predominantly was Metal Gear Solid, which obviously did it brilliantly. So for this to take a sort of feudal Japan era and go, right, stealth isn't just important, it's a major component of the game, was fucking awesome. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've gone for stealth too, but I've got the stealth in the negative and the positive too.
All right, well, give us something you like about it then.
So I've gone for the positive. Now, the positive I like was the fact that the ability to go for the Grand Master.
Oh, S ranks.
So it's obviously it's like, I think each level's got 3 different routes.
That's
and
correct.
you get 3 different Grand Masters. Now you have to you're going to be spotted like once or twice. You get a Grand Master. I love the fact that I've been able to like jump on the roofs and hiding in places, and it's just a really clever game.
Yeah, I second that. I love the challenge of having this whole, you can complete the level if you want, trying to fight everybody. You'll get a low rank for it. Or you can do the obviously top rank stuff, get through the level with basically barely being seen, killing everyone quickly. And to tie into that as well, you just mentioned it. One of the more unique things is actually there are 3 routes to every single level, but they're not marked out and you can't choose them. It randomizes them at the start. So the first time we realized that, and then realized that there may be different routes with different placed enemies that benefit you more. And all right, there is a certain level of annoyance by the fact that you just have to restart the level over and over again because there's no way to choose it or indicate. And you end up going, right, well, in this route, the dog is at the start. And you keep restarting and it's the dog there again. And you're like, for fuck's sake, that kind of thing. But overall, I just love, we loved the challenge back then. We loved the idea of getting through all 10 levels with the highest rank. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Got any more?
Yeah, so I've gone for a specific character, Onikage.
Oh, okay.
That guy is the always he makes me laugh, seriously. I mean, he's tough to beat. He's quite powerful, but just the way he talks and the way he moves, he's always dancing. He's on speed. He's constantly like just trying to kick you with his feet and stuff like that.
Yeah, he is a nightmare when you have to fight him. You fight him a few times throughout it, and then eventually the final time, and he is an absolute beast to fight. I remember he had a kick that would knock you away. That was hard, man.
Yep.
Agreed. The fact that they gave you two characters to play as here. You could play, and that's again more depth for you to play. You can play through them as Rikamaru or Ayami, and two very different characters. He's slow, a little bit clunkier, but has a sword and is stronger. She is faster, can do less damage, but that speed is where you might find she works better for you. Yeah. Is that it?
I've got one more.
Cool.
And it's I don't know. Can we do spoilers?
Of course.
Okay. Spoiler. Okay. So at the end of Ayami's game, how dare they kill off Rikamaru? How dare they? And then it's horrible.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. He's a hero. He's a hero.
Right? It's he saves the princess and then he stays behind. It's sad.
Yeah, true. Okay. Things we don't like then. So my first one is making Ayami a bit of a brat. So character-wise, there isn't loads of dialogue, but cutscenes and all that, she comes across like a bit of a mouthy brat. And it's like, don't do that. Don't do that to her, please. Because like we've got Rikamaru, who's the stoic, like leader-style hero. And then you've got this other character that you want me to play as, but she's a brat. And she's rude and disparaging. And I'm like, I don't want to play as her. I want to play as the cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's one specific moment, I think it's level 3, where if you play as Rikamaru, he rescues her behind a cage. There's like a bear blocking the way. And she says, oh, you took your time.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's just like, yeah.
Okay, so the game is called Tenchu Stealth Assassins.
Yes.
Okay, so stealth, the main word stealth. The amount of times I have been hiding behind a building and I get seen through the building by an enemy.
Yeah, that's problems with the game, innit?
This is down to the PS1's obviously graphics, and obviously it's not the game itself. Well, obviously it's the game, but yeah, the poor graphics of the PS1. The amount of times there's no way in hell they can see me, and so all it says you. Yeah, annoying.
Let's be honest. Damon's just trying to get around the fact that he was crap at the game. Actual combat. Here's the thing. Forget stealth. So when you got to doing combat was actually really fiddly as fuck because they didn't include a lock on where you could lock onto the person you're fighting. So it ends up being really fiddly and hard, and having a fight with more than one. Oh, that shit was a nightmare. Not fun, not fun. It encouraged stealth by doing this, but should you have ended up in a battle, because you can't lock onto the person you're fighting and they're jumping and moving around, it makes it very difficult with the kind of tankish controls.
Yeah, definitely. I've gone for the end boss. Now, really? I don't know if you remember, only because of how difficult it was.
Yeah, he is very difficult. He shoots the lightning from his sword.
Yeah, it is a pain, and that does like 50 or 60 damage to your health.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the challenge, but I mean, this was a tough ending for a game.
You are right. And I'm going to tie that into this as well, because before you get to him, you have to do the last level, and the last level is platforming segments over lava. Which is a nightmare, because this is one of those games where platforming isn't really its selling point, and the jumping and all that, and the double front boost jump, you could end up boosting over a ledge and landing in the lava, and then you're dead. Yeah, this whole last level to the last boss, particularly as you fight as well on route there, you fight what's his fucking face
On a cargo, yeah.
on a Kage. You're right. The last segment of this game is beastly.
Mm.
Yeah.
When you said about the double jump, I remember the amount of times I used to keep pressing that up X, and then it wouldn't work, and you just fall off the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any more?
Yeah, I've got one last one, which is I don't remember. Again, it's in the last level, but it's those weird creatures. You got they look like they're sort of naked, and they make weird noises. One of them can fire fire at you out his mouth.
Right. Yeah, I do remember this. Yeah.
Yeah,
The last level was terrible.
Yeah, they make some weird noises too. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just weird creatures and weird enemies.
Yeah. So my last one then for this, I can't believe you didn't mention this one. I'm stunned because it was the first thing I wrote in the don't like part, which is this. So you are doing the level brilliantly. You have been stealthy. You've been killing enemies with ease, cutting dogs down where they lay. You are hiding behind walls, stealthily slitting throats and all that. You are so close. You know you've got this ranked sword. There's an enemy. You're leaning against the wall, waiting for him to come around that corner, ready to kill him. And then in the corner, you see the exclamation point appear. And you're like, huh? Who thinks they can see me? Huh? And then someone sees you. And then you hear them. And you hear them going, help, help. And you're like, oh my fucking God, it was a civilian. Some of the levels have one or two civilian characters walking around and they can see you and it works exactly the same as if the enemy saw you. They'll run around, they'll scream, and they will alert enemies and affect your rank. And you can't touch them. You kill one, you will not get that top rank. Fuck civilians.
No, I can't believe I should put that. And do you remember the cats?
Oh, the fucking cats.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh,
yeah.
at least they didn't count towards the rank if they saw you. Fucking civilians, man. Absolutely. All right. Favorite moments, scenes, bits of music.
I mean, the music was quite similar throughout the entire game, really.
The music's excellent.
Yeah.
It fits the game brilliantly. Very Far Eastern stuff. Very, very epic a lot of the time. There's some great stuff. I can't fault the music.
I mean, for me, favorite moment is for me it's the Pacific level,
Go on.
and that's the pirate level, where all the pirate ships.
Good choice. That's a good level. I really like the music of that as well because it's got like the sound of like cannons going off and stuff like that. Yeah. That's a really good level. I like that. You're absolutely right. I'm just gonna praise the favorite moment is when you've been trying to get that elusive Grandmaster rank. You know, that last one, you've really been struggling and you're finally able to do it. You line it up perfectly, you get your perfect run and you actually complete it. That is, of course, a great moment.
Yep.
There you go. That's our flashback of Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Let us know some of your thoughts about it in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl as well as Big Cartel where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?